Hello, dear students of the 6th elementary grade, and welcome to a new episode of our program. This is our weekly episode of science, and on this episode, we're going to have a general review on the units 1 and 2, force and motion. This is unit 1, and electric energy. This is unit 2, with our teacher of science, Mr. Nader Nassim. Hello, Mr. Nader, and welcome to the program.
Hello, thank you. Thank you, yes, hello.
So I guess we've gone through, a good part of the syllabus, and that's why we're having this review on this episode. So if we start by Unit 1, Force and Motion, can we actually, Mr. Nether, finish the revision on those two units in
Unit
this
1 and 2.
episode?
Okay, at first I must say that we have a revision today for the midterm exam.
Mm-hmm.
Not only because we have run quickly in our syllabus this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think next week we will have midterm exam, or this week.
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So today we will have a revision on Unit 1, which deal with the levers and lever law. Lever and lever law, they are two lessons in Unit 1 we have studied. Unit 1 contains two lessons. Lesson 1 about lever and what is the structure of each lever, type of lever, and you can remind me, Mr. Yasser, how many type of lever do we have?
Three.
Three type, yeah.
Yeah.
First class, second class, and third class.
Yeah.
Okay, can you remind me also how can we determine the type of lever?
Yeah, we determine the type of levers according to the middle part.
The middle part or the middle point?
Yeah.
Because if there is a fulcrum between the effort force and the resistance force, it will be
Mm-hmm.
first class
Fulcrum
lever.
first, yeah.
fulcrum. You said the secret word انت قلت كلمة سر قبل كده.
Yeah.
Secret word which is ORF, ORF.
Mm-hmm.
When O is between R and E, O is between R and E, it will be first class lever. When R is between O and F, it will be second class lever. When effort force is between O and R, it will be third class lever. So now let's have a very important collection of questions about Unit 1. Now let me
So we'll
start.
start by Unit 1.
Unit 1,
Mm-hmm.
and if we have time, we'll have a revision on Unit 2.
All right.
Okay? First question says that complete the following statement. Complete the following statement. Number 1, lever is what? Lever is what? Here, this question needs a definition of lever. Lever is what? It's a very long definition, but I think it's very easy definition because lever is a rigid bar, ساق متينة, straight or curved that rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum. Fulcrum أول نقطة في الليفر, fulcrum, and is affected by an effort force, قوة المجهود أو القوة اللي أنا بأثر بيها, and a resistance force, قوة المقاومة أو القوة اللي بتتلاقى مع الليفر عشان يحصل توازن أو equilibrium. Again, lever is a rigid bar, straight or curved, that rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum and is affected by an effort force and a resistance force. Another question. Levers were described by a famous Greek scientist called what in 260 before Christ? BC means before Christ. قبل ميلاد السيد المسيح. Again, levers were described by a famous Greek scientist called, can you remind me, Mr. Yasser? I think it will be the great scientist Archimedes.
Yeah.
Archimedes is a great scientist who discovered or who described the liver. هو اللي وصف الليفر سنة 260 قبل الميلاد. Again, levers were described by a famous Greek scientist called Archimedes in 260 before Christ. Another question. Point is a rigid bar, straight or curved, that rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum and is affected by an effort force and a resistance force. This is a repeated question, Mr. Yasser, you know. ده سؤال متكرر تاني. احنا قلنا في أول question ايه هو تعريف الليفر. هنا بقول تعريف الليفر وعايز أقول بس كلمة lever. يبقى this question will be that lever is a rigid bar, straight or curved, that rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum and is affected by an effort force and a resistance force. Again, lever is a rigid bar, straight or curved, that rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum and is affected by an effort force and a resistance force. Another question of complete question, I think that. Any lever consists of three main points which are point tasks, يعني lever بتخلي tasks, levers make tasks performed more easily by the means of. السؤال ده انا شفته في كتاب المدرسه من كام يوم وعجبني جدا صياغته. هو صياغته يمكن غريبه شويه او طويله شويه لكن بتؤكد ان هنا عايز اهميه الليفر. بيقول لي levers make tasks performed more easily، يعني الليفر بتخلي المهام نؤديها بسهوله اكتر by means of بواسطه ايه؟ point point and point. by means of increasing distance. as we know lever can increase distance، ممكن تزود المسافة. or increasing force، ممكن تزود القوة. increasing force or increasing speed، ممكن تزود السرعة such as the hockey puck. so again we can say that levers make tasks performed more easily by means of increasing distance, increasing force, increasing speed, and at last avoid danger، أتجنب الأخطار. طبعا عارفين كويس قوي ان في lever such as the tweezer الملقاط ممكن استخدمه on أو in holding very hot objects such as coal زي الفحم or burning coal. again so we can see that levers make tasks performed more easily. هنا كأنه بالظبط بيقول لي ايه هي الوسائل او ايه اهمية الليفر اللي تخليني اقوم بالمهام بسهولة اكتر such as increasing force, increasing distance or increasing speed, and at last avoid danger. also we have two main importance of lever such as accuracy in performance زي الدقة في الأداء and moving force from place to one or moving force from place to another place. ممكن كمان أنقل القوة من مكان لمكان such as what happened on using the manual broom زي ما بستخدم بالظبط المكنسة اليدوية عشان أنقل القوة من مكان لمكان أو يعني أقدر أستخدم المكنسة without bending بدون انحناء. so the lever is very important tool in our daily life because they can do many tasks or can perform many tasks easily بسهولة جدا without any effort or without any tiring بدون أي تعب because they increase speed, increase distance, increase force. يبقى عندي 3 increase أخد بالي كويس أوي منهم increase force, increase speed, increase distance, avoid danger أتجنب الأخطار, accuracy in performance الدقة في الأداء again accuracy in performance, and at last we have a very important importance of lever which is moving force from place to place. okay so again this question will be that from importance of lever is that increasing force, increasing distance, and at last increasing speed. okay
Do you remember what one lever says to
I
another
I love
lever?
you. I
Huh?
love you.
Yeah.
I love you, not I love you. okay, Mr. Yasser, as usual, is joking, says that what one lever say to another lever، يعني ايه اللي ممكن تقوله lever لlever تانية، اللي ممكن تقوله روافع لروافع تانية. طبعا ده مش ساينس خالص يعني، بس هو he is always joking with me. بدل ما اقول I love you اقول I live you.
Yeah, okay.
okay, so again another question of complete question about the first unit which deal with the levers and levers law. Points are levers that used to pick up very small object. ايه هي الليفر اللي بستخدمها عشان التقط بيها الاشياء الصغيره؟ Can you guess, Mr. Yasser? That's very easy question. Levers are used to pick up very small objects.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
So what is needed? There are levers
Yeah.
used to pick up. Yeah, like it could be like tweezers.
Like tweezer, very good,
tweezers, yeah.
excellent, Mr. Yasser, wonderful. Like tweezer, okay. You are very excellent today, Mr. Yasser.
Thank you.
okay.
As usual.
As usual. okay, don't be vainy. okay, tweezer are levers that are used to pick up very small object, and we can use tweezer not for increasing force. ما بستخدمهاش عشان ازود force ابدا, but I use lever for avoid danger or for avoiding danger. بستخدم تويزر هنا مش عشان ازود القوه. هو الكول او البيرنينج كول الفحم مش تقيل قوي عشان امسكه بايديا, لكن هي الفكره كلها ان هو dangerous خطر. it will cause burns ممكن يسبب احتراق. so I use tweezer, بستخدم tweezer for avoiding danger عشان اتجنب الاخطار. that is a very important point in the importance of lever or importance of using lever. Another question. Some levers are used to pick up the hot, cold, and poisonous material such as point and point. I need here two answers, Mr. Edmund. Tweezer, okay. أنا هنا موافق على tweezer كويس قوي. Another one.
Sorry, used to pick
Yeah.
up
Coal
the
holder
hot.
or ice holder. Okay.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
tweezer. Okay. يبقى هنا ممكن أقول أكتر من إجابة. مش بس هقول tweezer, هقول coal holder ماسك الفحم, and ice holder ماسك التلج. Again, some levers are used to pick up hot, cold and poisonous material المواد الساخنة جدا أو الباردة جدا أو السامة such as chemicals. يعني في بعض الأحيان in sometimes we cannot catch some material with our hand. ما ينفعش نمسك ده خالص because it's very dangerous. It will be burning يعني ممكن يكون تأثيرها حارق للجلد ولو انها هي مش burning نفسها زي مادة اسمها الكاستيك صودا الكاوية. Okay, so again I use cool holder and ice holder in picking up hot or cold or poisonous material in these cases. Okay, another question. Levers save effort if what is longer, if only what is longer. Again, levers in lever law we have studied a very important point. في قانون الليفر اتعلمنا حاجه مهمه جدا ان الليفر بتعمل save effort if only effort arm لو فقط بس الeffort arm يكون اطول من الresistance arm. Again, levers save effort if only effort arm is longer than resistance arm. يبقى عندي شرط واحد وحيد مفيش غيره عشان تكون الليفر دي save effort او بنسميها has mechanical benefit ليها فايده ميكانيكيه او بتوفر المجهود.
Like the broom?
Like البروم no. البروم cannot save effort. البروم only move force from place to another يعني بس يعني you can use the broom without bending. Like the nutcracker كسرة البندق. Like the plier, like the pincers, okay, and so on. So again, levers save effort. الليفر بتوفر مجهود بس في شرط واحد ان يكون effort arm longer than resistance arm. يكون effort arm longer than resistance arm او effort force less than the resistance force. طبعا هنسميها شرط واحد بس افضل عشان ما نتلخبطش. هقول lever can only save effort if effort arm or effort force arm is longer than the resistance force arm. Another question. Third class lever don't save effort at all because point arm is always shorter than the point arm. احنا قلنا قبل كده في الليفر لو of الدرس الثاني من يونت 2 من يونت 1 سوري ان الثيرد كلاس ليفر هو the worst type هو أسوأ نوع we use but we use it in special cases such as avoiding dangers أتجنب الأخطار or accuracy in performance زي أتجنب الأخطار أو الدقة في الأداء such as using tweezer, coal holder, ice holder and so on. So third class lever don't save effort as we said. Why? Because effort force arm here is shorter. هنا الشرط ما بيطبقش عشان كده بقول ان third class lever ما بتوفرش مجهود ابدا. Third class lever is don't save effort because effort force arm is shorter than the resistance arm because effort force arm is shorter than the resistance arm. So we can summarize them now Mr. Yasser, okay? احنا درسنا 3 type of lever نراجع مع بعض ونشوف مين هو الليفر best type of lever افضل نوع نكتب مع بعض عشان نشوف مين the best type of lever and مين ده depend on يعني مين احيانا بيوفر
I guess
لا.
they are all useful but you know some lever may be more commonly used than others.
I don't mean more commonly used. I mean that which lever saves effort بتوفر مجهود. Not increase speed, not increase distance.
The first one?
Yeah, no, the second one.
Second one.
Okay, so we have studied two type of lever that are type of lever as we have studied. نكتب مع بعض. First type, second type, and third type. Which one will save effort or will always save effort? I think it will be the second one. Second one, why? It will be the best type of lever. Why? The best type? Because in the second class lever, there is a condition which is achieved here. هنا الشرط اتحقق, which is the effort force arm is longer than the resistance arm. So we can write that in the second class lever, effort force arm or F arm is longer than resistance arm. Okay, is longer than the resistance arm. But in first class lever it depends. احيانا بيكون ال effort force arm اكبر من resistance arm واحيانا equal واحيانا اصغر. So it depends يعني هي معتمدة على الحالة الموجودة قدامنا. It depends on the length of effort force arm. Okay, so what about third class lever? I think third class lever is the worst type in conserving effort. هو أسوأ نوع في توفير الطاقة لكن هو أوكي ليه استخدامات تانية because effort force arm, effort force arm, F arm is shorter than resistance arm, is shorter than resistance arm. So again I have only one condition، عندي شرط واحد بس للليفر عشان توفر مجهود، هو يكون الeffort force arm أكبر من الresistance arm. لو الشرط ده اتحقق اوكي الليفر دي very useful, and as Mr. Yasser said all of liver are very useful but in one point which is conserving effort. يعني في نقطة واحدة بس بتكلم عنها وهي توفير الطاقة أو الحفاظ على المجهود أو توفير مجهود الشخص، توفير الفورس. هو نقطة واحدة بس اللي بتكلم عنها ال second class liver هو the best type because in second class liver there is a condition، في شرط اتحقق ايه هو ان ال effort force arm يكون longer than the resistance arm. But in the third class liver this condition is not present، الشرط ده مش موجود because effort force arm is always shorter than the resistance force arm in the third class liver. So what about first class liver? It depends، احيانا بيكون same effort واحيانا لا. Why? Because sometimes in first class liver there is the effort force arm longer than the resistance arm, so it will save effort. But if it is opposite it will not save effort because it will be like the third class liver. يبقى دايما كده نفتكر كويس قوي ان the best type of liver احسن نوع liver هو ال second class liver because the condition is present here، شرط موجود ومتوفر available. شرط وحيد تاني نكرره مع بعض ان ال effort force arm longer than the resistance arm. Again انا عندي شرط واحد بس عشان تكون الليفر دي save effort هو يكون ال effort force arm longer than the resistance arm. So now let's return back to our complete questions. Another question says that there is conservation of effort in the first class liver if only. تاني بنناقش موضوع مع بعض، بيقول لي في conservation للeffort، في توفير للمجهود في الفيرست كلاس ليفر بس بشرط يكون مين أطول من مين؟ Can you guess Mr. Yasser? Can you guess? There is a conservation of effort in the first class liver if only you can read the answer. I cheat you.
Yeah, effort and resistance.
يكون
Okay.
effort force arm longer than the resistance arm.
Yeah.
Again عندي شرط واحد وحيد مفيش غيره عشان الليفر تكون بتوفر مجهود أو save effort أو conserve effort, so it must be that effort force arm is longer than the resistance arm. Effort force arm is longer than the resistance arm. Okay. Another question. Choose the odd one out. السؤال ده مهم جدا وجديد شوية. بيقول لي choose the odd one out then write the scientific name for the remaining word. بعد كده اكتب المفهوم العلمي او اكتب الرابط اللي بيربط بقية الكلمات مع بعضها. يعني انا هديك 4 words 4 كلمات في 3 words مرتبطين ببعض كده بلينك معين بارتباط معين، كلهم مثلا for example first class liver، كلهم second class liver، كلهم third class liver، لكن واحدة منهم مختلفة عنهم، انا عايز اشيل الواحدة المختلفة.
It's like a game.
It's like a game بالظبط كده شبه اللعبة.
Not a question.
No. Okay. So first question says that. Sorry. Plier, wheelbarrow, pincer, nail clipper. Can you guess, Mr. Yasser?
Pliers, wheelbarrow, pincers.
Plier, I think it will be the first class liver. Wheelbarrow, very good, excellent. Why? Because the wheelbarrow is second class liver, but all of them are first class liver. All of them are first class liver. Again, plier وبنسر ونيل كليبر كلهم first class liver، لكن الوحيدة اللي second class liver sorry is the wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow, as you said, it's like a game, Mr. Yasser, okay?
Yeah.
I think it's a funny question.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fun question.
Fun or funny question?
Fun.
Fun question.
Yeah. ممتع.
ممتع. Not funny?
Not funny. Funny مضحك.
Funny مضحك. Oh, okay. That's a good information. Okay. Plier, pincers, nail clipper. البلاير والبنسر والنيل clipper كلهم first class liver، لكن المختلف عنهم ال odd one out here هو ال wheelbarrow ده ال second class liver. Another question. tweezer الملقط او الملقاط بدل الزعانف او المجداف بالظبط كده سوري. hockey pad مضرب الهوكي. fishing tool I think paddle is the first class liver. Paddle because it's like the seesaw, you know that paddle is the first class liver, but tweezer, hockey pad, fishing tool, all of them are third class liver. يبقى كلهم كل اللي قدامي دلوقتي third class liver، لكن واحد بس هو اللي مش third class liver هو البادل. So the odd one out here الكلمة المختلفة هتكون odd one out will be paddle because all of the remaining words are third class liver. All of the remaining words are third class lever. Again, tweezer, hockey pad, tweezer, hockey pad, fishing tool, all of them are third class lever, but only the paddle, it is the first class lever. It is the first class lever, as you know, because paddle is like the seesaw، شبه السيسو تقريبا شوية في نفس تركيبه كده، because the fulcrum is between the effort and resistance. Again, because the fulcrum in the paddle is between the effort and resistance, so the fulcrum or the paddle, sorry, is a first class lever. Another one, scissors, soda water opener, nutcracker, stapler. scissors المقص، soda water opener فتاحة زجاجات المياه الغازية، nutcracker كسارة البندق، stapler الدباسة. I think it will be scissor. Scissor, again, scissor.
Yeah, it's first class.
It's first class lever because all of them, or all of the rest words, or the remaining words, sorry, all of the remaining words are second class lever. Again, scissors, scissor is a first class lever, but soda water opener, nutcracker, stapler, all of them are second class lever. Okay, again, scissor is a first class lever, soda water opener, nutcracker, stapler, all of them are second class lever. Another question. What's meant by question? In what's meant by question here, I need a definition. بنأكد تاني أكتر من مرة please, we want the creative student. بحب أو الطالب المبدع. You can write definition with your own. تكتب definition خاص بيك أنت، مش شرط تكون definition حافظه من كتاب أو من مرجع معين. Okay, again, بكتب definition زي ما أنا فاهمه لكن يكون صح. Please يكون صح. Again, what's meant by first class lever? I think that is very easy definition, Mr. Yasser. Can you guess?
When the fulcrum is between the resistance force and the effort.
Very simple and right definition. صح كده. First class lever, it is the lever where the fulcrum is between the effort force and the resistance force. As you said, Mr. Yasser, excellent. Okay, so again, first class lever, they are the levers which has or which contain the fulcrum between effort force and the resistance force. Again, first class lever, they are the levers which have fixed point, which means the fulcrum not الثابتة اللي بنسميها fulcrum, between the effort force and the resistance force, like the seesaw, like the scissor, like the plier, like the pincers, like the paddle, and so on. Again, first class lever, they are levers that have the fixed point, fulcrum, between the effort force and the resistance force. So another question. Can you guess, Mr. Yasser? Second class lever.
A second class lever when the resistance force
Yeah, sure, very good.
is between the fulcrum and the effort.
So they are the levers. هنا ممكن يعني نجمل التعريف شوية هقول they are the levers هما levers that have the resistance force, as you said, Mr. Yasser, in the middle between the effort force and the fulcrum. Between the effort force and the fulcrum, because we said the type of lever depend on the middle point at the first of or at the beginning of this episode. بداية الحلقة قلنا عشان أحدد نوع الليفر أو determine the type of lever I must know the midpoint. لازم أعرف مين هي النقطة اللي في المنتصف. It will be the fulcrum, it will be first class lever. If it be the resistance, it will be second class lever. If it will be if it is the effort force, so it will be the third class lever. So again, second class lever, they are levers that have the resistance force are between the effort force and the fulcrum. Another question, I think it will be the third class lever. Can you guess, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah, when the effort
force is
between the fulcrum and the resistance
force. So it will be, they are the levers that have the effort force F between the resistance force and the fulcrum. Again, that's very important definition about type of levers. Third class lever, that they are the levers that have the effort force F between the resistance force R and the fulcrum O. Another question. Resistance force arm. Sorry. Resistance force arm here is a solved question. سؤال محلول قدامنا اهو. ايه هو تعريف resistance force arm? It is the distance between the resistance and fulcrum. Again, it is the distance between the resistance and fulcrum. And now I want to summarize with you. عايز كده ألخص معاكم ازاي أعمل definition للresistance force arm أو effort force arm. نكتب مع بعض نرسم شكل الليفر. For example, هنتكلم عن first class lever. As we know, in first class lever we will find that fulcrum, which is implied by the letter O. هنا قلنا fulcrum أكتر مرة ليه رمز O مش F، لأن F هي الرمز الخاص بالeffort force. هي اللي في الميدل between resistance and effort force. So here I have like this O O, which is means fulcrum, O fulcrum. Here F, effort force, R, resistance force. So what about the resistance force arm or effort force arm? What about the resistance force arm or effort force arm? I will draw the effort force arm by the red line. هرسمه باللون الأحمر عشان يبان معانا كويس قوي. هو المسافة من الفولكرم من O للeffort force. مسافة من الفولكرم من O للeffort force. So what about the resistance force arm؟ هرسمه باللون الأسود عشان برضه يكون في كده difference بينه وبين الeffort force arm. هو المسافة من الفولكرم برضو يعني من O للresistance من O للresistance, so it will be the resistance force arm. So here I have the resistance force arm, and here I have the effort force arm. يبقى قلت اكتر من مرة انا بحب قوي الطالب الكرييتيف المبدع الخلاق اللي يعمل ديفينيشن من دماغه، هو مش حافظ بس مش فاهم، لا مهم قوي اكون فاهم الديفينيشن وممكن اجيبه كمان على الرسمه. يعني قدامي هنا drawing عايز احدد ديفينيشن او اعمل ديفينيشن للeffort force arm, so I can say that effort force arm is the distance between the fulcrum and effort force. So what about the resistance force arm؟ ايه هو تعريف resistance force arm؟ It is the distance between the fulcrum, again, distance between the fulcrum also, and resistance force. Again, the resistance arm is the distance between the fulcrum and the resistance, but effort force arm is the distance between the fulcrum and effort force. So now we can summarize those definitions and summarize the golden rule، القاعدة الذهبية بتاعتنا اللي بتعرفني مين هي الليفر اللي save effort. So it will be that effort force arm must be longer than، تكون أكبر من أو أطول من، must be longer than the resistance arm. قلنا أكتر من مرة في قاعدة شرط وحيد بس عشان تكون الليفر saves effort، يكون effort force arm أكبر من resistance arm، أكبر من أو أطول من أو longer than أو bigger than أو greater than أي معنى the resistance force arm. Okay, so in the third class level effort force arm is always shorter than the resistance arm, so third class lever doesn't save effort at all because the effort force arm is shorter than the resistance arm. And also the second class lever is the best type. Can you guess, Mr. Yasser? Give reason the second class lever is the best type.
Because it can save
yeah, very good, surely.
energy?
Because it can save effort.
Yeah, energy
is
is like effort.
okay.
It can save effort.
No, energy is not like effort in science. Because effort is the force I exert. Effort المجهود اللي انا ببذله. But energy is like electric energy, heat energy, sound. It's like an effort from something يعني except the man.
Yeah.
يعني مش شرط يكون الانسان هو اللي بيعملها يعني.
Okay, so
like
it saves effort.
And
when it saves effort,
it must be here a very important condition. The effort force arm must be longer than the resistance arm. So we can write that second class lever is the best type. نكتب مع بعض. give reason. نكتب مع بعض. second class lever is the best type. Second class lever is the best type. Or second class lever conserve effort. Why? Because in second class lever there is always be that effort force arm is longer than or bigger than the resistance force arm. ده الشرط الوحيد اللي عندنا نسميه كده الجولدن رول او الشرط الذهبي للليفر. عشان الليفر تكون safe effort there is a very important condition, which is that effort force arm must be longer than the resistance force arm. لازم يكون effort force arm أكبر من resistance arm. Okay, so again, because in second class lever the effort force arm is longer than the resistance arm. So now let's return back to our questions about the definitions and the complete questions of unit 1, which deal with 2 lessons about levers and levers law. So another question says that effort force arm، عايز اعمل definition للeffort force arm as we saw now زي ما شفنا دلوقتي. effort force arm is the distance between the effort force and the fulcrum. يبقى مهم جدا اعرف ان الارم لازم هرجع عند الفالكرم في الحالتين سواء كانت effort force او resistance force. Again, effort force arm is the distance between the effort force and the fulcrum. Again, effort force arm is the distance between the effort force and the fulcrum. Another question. lever law. lever law states what? lever law قانون مهم جدا بنحل بيه كل مسائل الليفر وسهل جدا. lever law says that effort force by effort force arm or effort by effort force arm equal the resistance by resistance arm. Again, effort force by effort force arm equal the resistance by resistance arm. That's very important law, which says that effort force by effort force arm equal the resistance by the resistance arm. This is very important definition about lever law or very important law. هو قانون مهم جدا بحل بيه كل مسائل الليفر. effort force again القوة by effort force arm في ذراعها equal the resistance by resistance arm بتساوي المقاومة في ذراعها as we say in Arabic. طيب ناخد كده يعني comparison بين كل 3 type of lever. In the midpoint if it is the O it will be the first class lever. It is the midpoint is R. لو ال R هي اللي في الميدل هيبقى second class lever. لو ال F هي اللي في الميدل يبقى third class lever. So again we can determine the type of lever by knowing the midpoint. It will be O. If it is O it will be first class lever. If it is R it will be second class lever. لو هي F هتبقى third class lever. Another question. Now practice to determine the type of lever. Okay, Mr. Yasser, are you ready? Now we will have
type of lever.
Yeah. Now we'll have pictures, and in this picture we have the 3 points. يعني سؤال سهل جدا. يبقى في picture 3 points اللي هي F O R أو O R F as you said, and you can determine the type of lever. Okay. Suction pump. You know suction pump?
Yeah.
Or water pump.
Yeah.
Here I have O
in the
between
middle.
in the middle R and F. So it will be
First.
Yeah, sure, first class lever. Okay, if now I have a give reason, Mr. Yasser, about this suction pump. Give reason, suction pump is considered as a first class lever.
Okay, because we have here the fulcrum is
Between,
in the middle between the resistance force and the effort force.
Very good, excellent answer, Mr. Yeah, thank you. So again, if the question says that suction pump is a first class lever, لو قال لي suction pump هي من النوع الأول من الليفرز because fulcrum, which is symbolized by the letter O, because fulcrum is between the effort force and the resistance force.
Next time you bring me candy, okay?
Okay. Okay. Cans, okay. Candy and the cans.
Okay.
Okay. Hockey pad. Hockey pad. Here I have F between O and R.
So this is the third class.
Third class lever. Because what? Give reason. Another give reason question.
Because here we have the effort force.
Effort
between
force.
the fulcrum and the resistance force.
Yes, sure. Very good. Because here in hockey pad, effort force is between fulcrum and resistance force. بأكد تاني بكرر تاني repeat for the million times. fulcrum ليها رمز O مش F. كتير قوي بنتلخبط في الحكاية ديت. fulcrum ليها رمز O مش F لأن ال F هو الرمز الخاص بالeffort force. Another practice for Mr. Yasser. Pincers الكماشة.
Well, it's first class.
First class lever, sure. Why? Because fulcrum
Again,
here
fulcrum is in the middle.
Between the effort force and the resistance force, sure. It's first class lever. Why or give reason? Because here in the pincer we will find that هنلاقي ان الفulcrum between resistance and F. ممكن على فكرة في الانسر اكتب السيمبل مش لازم اكتب الكلمة كاملة. يعني لو حد قال لي because O is between R and F, it will be right answer. هتكون طبعا إجابة صح جدا يعني. Okay, another question. wheelbarrow عربة الحديقة أو عربة المباني بيستخدموها في المباني وبعض السايتس بعض المواقع. Okay, here I have resistance between O and F.
So
R.
it's a second
class lever. So again, wheelbarrow is second class lever. Why? Because in second class lever we will find that resistance between effort force and fulcrum. Resistance between effort force and fulcrum. Again, wheelbarrow is a second class lever because resistance lies between effort force and fulcrum. Another question. Balance الميزان. It's a very strange lever. رفعة غريبة جدا أو lever غريبة أوي.
I guess it's a first.
كتير قوي من أصدقائنا ما كانوش يعرفوا إنها lever يا مستر ياسر يعني.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Because here I have fulcrum in the middle, and effort force, which is the weight of the body I want to determine, or the mass of the body I want to determine, and here is the resistance, which is the
so it's a first
certain weight. It's the first class lever. So again, balance is a first class lever. Why? Because here I have fulcrum between resistance force and effort force. Here I have fulcrum between resistance force and effort force. Another practice. Stapler, الدباسة. Stapler.
Yeah, well, this is definitely the second class.
Second class lever, definitely, surely, because resistance lies between effort force and fulcrum. Because the resistance lies between effort force and fulcrum. Again, stapler is the second class lever. Why? Because resistance lies between effort force and fulcrum. Another question. pliers البنسة، بس هنا مش بنسة الشعر، هي بنسة التكنيشنز الكهربائي يعني او and so on يعني. Okay.
Yeah. I
Pliers.
guess this is the first one.
First class lever.
Class
Why?
lever, because here, as we see, the fulcrum lies in the middle between
fulcrum
the
lies in the middle.
force and the resistance
Yeah,
force.
sure. Pincer or plier, like the pincer, like the seesaw, like the scissors, all of them are first class lever. Why? Because here I have the fulcrum between the effort force and the resistance. Here I have the fulcrum عندي هنا ال O هي اللي بين ال F وال R, so it will be the first class lever هتكون النوع الأول. Okay. Next time I'll bring you more candy, Mr. Yasser. Not one candy, okay? Large amount of candy.
Yeah.
Okay. Another example, which is coal tongue. Coal tongue أو ماسك الفحم أو coal holder ماسك الفحم. Okay. It's what, Mr. Yasser? Here I have effort force between fulcrum and resistance. F. F is in the middle between O and R. It's a third class lever. Why? Definitely because here I will find that effort force between resistance force and fulcrum. And the F هي اللي بين ال O وال R, so it will be the third class lever. Another exercise, or you know that the crowbar العتلة, the crowbar. Imagine that you have a big rock in your way home.
مش دي اللي بعد رمسيس؟
لا العتلة مش العتبة.
Okay. So.
Okay.
What's that? It's F is in the middle here.
العتلة على فكرة ليفر بسيط جدا جدا، ممكن يعني احنا نعملها بايدينا كده. هي عبارة عن اي straight bar of iron، اي ساق متين من الحديد، يعني اي كده piece of iron which is very strong to remove very heavy objects such as a big rock، زي صخرة كبيرة او حاجة زي كده. Imagine that you have a big rock in your way home with your car. How can you remove this? You cannot remove this by your hand.
Yeah.
I can remove this heavy rock by only the crowbar. crowbar العتلة أي ساق متينة. For example يعني especially iron طبعا تكون أقوى شوية، أو يعني ممكن الود يتكسر يعني.
Just like when you used to move rocks in the past.
Yeah, moves rocks in the past.
I guess that's how the pyramids, for example, were built. Or
okay.
They used the things like these.
Things like this, and the other thing is like the sliders، حاجات بيسموها الزلاجات يعني. يعني طبعا اثناء building pyramid يعني كان في ليفر كتير جدا جدا جدا، يعني لو حد عمل سيرش على النت هيلاقي حاجات كتير قوي قوي موضوع البيلدينج بيراميد دوت يعني. Okay. So again the crowbar is what class of lever, Mr. Yasser? I think it will be here I have fulcrum between F and O. Fulcrum O between F and R.
It's the first
class lever. Why? Give reason. Because
the fulcrum lies in the middle here between the resistance force and the effort force.
Yes, sure, definitely. Because the fulcrum lies between the effort force and the resistance force. So crowbar is a first class lever. Another example, the manual broom. شوف هنا الصورة مع بعض. Manual broom.
The manual broom. Yeah, okay. So F is in the middle here, so this is a third class lever.
Third class lever, you sure, definitely, because effort force, F is between the resistance and fulcrum. F is between resistance and fulcrum, so it will be the third class lever.
That's a nice broom.
Nice broom. Clean broom. Okay, again, the manual broom is considered as third class lever. Why? Because effort force lies between fulcrum and resistance, so it will be the third class lever. Third class lever because F is between O and R. Another example, the bottle opener. The bottle opener فتاحة الزجاجات المياه الغازية.
I use my teeth.
No, it's very dangerous to your teeth. Okay. Okay, I can't open this by my teeth.
It's I guess it's a second class
lever?
Yeah,
sure, second class lever because the resistance here is between effort force and fulcrum. Again, the bottle opener, the stapler, the nutcracker, the wheelbarrow, all of them are second class lever because in each one of them we will find that the resistance between fulcrum and effort force. Okay, so another exercise. You are good student, Mr. Yasser. You are good today.
Thank you.
After 4 years,
As
you will.
always.
After 4 years, you will
Yeah.
pass
For,
sixth grade.
for 4 years at this,
This year.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
at
Okay.
this grade.
This grade. The fishing tool or the fishing hook سنارة الصيد. It will be what?
Well, I guess it's a third
Third class level.
class
Why?
lever because here we have the effort force between the resistance force and the
The
fulcrum.
fulcrum, because the effort force is between the resistance force and the fulcrum, so surely it will be the third class lever. Okay. Another
Do you
example.
like to go fishing sometimes?
No, I have no time.
You don't have any time, not
um,
even in the summer?
Not even in the summer. In the summer, I want to have a rest. I
Yeah,
want to prepare the next year.
yeah.
Okay, my books, my preparation of the exams and so on. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So nutcracker كسرت البندق. It's a very very useful lever that saves more effort because it's a second class lever.
Nutcracker.
Okay.
Yeah.
أنا غششتك يا
Yeah,
مستر
you
ياسر.
said it. You said it's a second class lever. Yeah.
Okay, it's a second class lever. Okay, you can see that why or give reason. Nutcracker
Because the
is the
resistance force lies between the fulcrum and the effort force.
because the resistance force lies between the fulcrum and effort force surely, so it will be the second class lever as you said, Mr. Yasser. Okay, another question. Sorry, the scissors المقص scissors.
Yeah.
Okay,
Scissors, this is a first class lever.
no scissors,
Sec,
no scissors.
third,
These are the first class
fourth,
lever. No,
fifth,
no.
sixth.
No, فاصل ولا إيه Mr. Yasser?
All right.
You said that this is a first class. No, no, these are second class lever.
No,
Sorry, sorry.
I'm talking.
These are first class lever.
Yeah, I'm talking about
The type of lever.
yeah, the type of lever. Yeah.
Okay.
No, not the scissors as a tool.
اوكي scissor as a tool. It's a plural. ناخد بالنا كويس قوي. هي يعني لا يعني نقطة في الانجليش هنا مش في الساينس ان السيزر بعامله على انه plural because it's or because it consists of
It's like
two
this is
parts.
a case of a first class lever. This is
It's
what I mean.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. You ran away from
No,
from
no,
my
no.
trick.
This is what I meant.
Okay, Mr.
And
Yasser,
I
as
guess we
usual.
don't, lose marks for that,
No no no
right?
don't do that. طبعا
Not
هنا
in science.
في السياسة بيأكد ان احنا في الساينس ما بنحاسبش قوي على الجرامر او الحاجات ديت، لكن مهم قوي ان انا بحاسب على القواعد الموجوده في الساينس، يعني بحاسبك على الماده العلميه مش الجرامر او مش السبيلنج، بس طبعا ما يبقاش فيه اخطاء فادحه قوي، ما يصحش يعني نكون طالبه بندرس مدارس لغات وفي الاخر مش عارف السبيلنج صح او مش عارف الجرامر صح. بليز يعني تيك كير من حتى كويس قوي ان scissors plural. scissor دي كلمه جمع وال scissors are first class lever because O is between F and R. Again, scissors are first class lever because O is between R and F. So now let's move to another type of question, which is give reason question, the most popular or favorite question to all my dear students. أكتر سؤال محبب جدا لمعظم الطلبة
I don't think
وبيخافوا
so.
وبيخافوا جدا منه. أنا مش عارف ليه بصراحة، هو سؤال لذيذ جدا وسهل جدا. But you can answer this question in Arabic at your mind. يعني مهم قوي في الأول أجاوب السؤال في دماغي بالعربي باللغة العربية أو in Arabic and then translate it into English. بعد كده ترجمه بالإنجلش بمنتهى البساطة. الموضوع بسيط جدا ومش عايزين نوسع في الكلام قوي، أنا عايز إجابة مختصرة وصح ومحددة. So the first question says that scissors are considered the first class or an example of the first class lever. Okay, Mr. Yasser,
Yeah.
scissors are considered as an example of
Again,
the
the
first.
questions here are repeated in a different way, you know.
Yeah, sure. Because
So it's because here the fulcrum lies in the middle between the effort force and the resistance
yeah,
force.
surely because in scissors, fulcrum is between or fulcrum is found between effort force and resistance force. That's a very easy question. In scissors, fulcrum is between the effort force and the resistance force. Okay. Another question. wheelbarrow أو عربة الحديقة is considered from the second class lever. Wheelbarrow is considered from the second class lever. Okay.
Yeah.
You can answer it, Mr. Yasser, or leave
Because
it
the
to me.
resistance force lies
Because the
in the
resistance
middle,
force is
between the fulcrum and the effort force.
يبقى مهم قوي اعرف ان اي نوع من او اي lever second class lever هي من النوع التاني because resistance force is found between fulcrum and effort force because the resistance force is found between the fulcrum and effort force. Okay. I think الوقت بدأ يدهمنا. سؤال تاني بسرعة. Fishing tool is considered as an example from the third class lever. Give reason. Fishing tool is an example from the third class lever. I think because fishing tool أو in fishing tool، في الفishing tool هلاقي ال effort force أو ال F is between the resistance force and fulcrum. Is between the resistance force and fulcrum. Another question. Lever's law problem. سؤال مهم جدا، ناخد مسائل على lever law. If a boy sets if a boy sets نرجع تاني للquestions. On a seesaw, its weight is 250 Newton at a distance about 3 meters from the fulcrum, and the girl sits on the other side. Her weight is 150 Newton. Calculate the distance suitable to set the girl to make balance. هنا مهم قوي في السؤال ده ان انا احدد مين هو الeffort force، مين هو الeffort force arm، مين هو الريزيستنس، مين هو الريزيستنس فورس ارم. هو هنا السؤال بيقول لي نرسم مع بعض كده او تخيل شكل السؤال. انا عندي سيسو مرجحه، وقدامي كده ان في باي، في ولد قاعد على المرجحه في ناحيه معينه. اوكي، الولد ده عنده ويت 250 نيوتن. طب هنا بشتغل بالويت مش بالماس، مش بالكيلوجرام يعني. about 3 meters، على مسافه 3 meters. okay, and another girl which is 150 newton sit on the other side، قاعدة على الناحية التانية. عايز أعرف الديستانس المناسبة ليه عشان يحصل balance. okay, so here I can guess that. هعتبر إن البنت هي الريزيستنس، ممكن أعتبرها هي الإيفورت فورس، مفيش مشكلة خالص. الولد هو الإيفورت فورس، يعني هنا في سيسو بعتبر أي حد هو الإيفورت فورس وأي حد تاني هو الريزيستنس فورس. هنا يبقى الإيفورت فورس أرم اللي هو 3 meters. الريزيستنس فورس أرم اللي أنا عايز أجيبها بتساوي كام بالظبط. So the question says that it's a lever law أو lever problem. مسألة lever لازم في أول خطوة أحط القانون أو أكتب lever law. The law says that effort force by effort force arm equal resistance force by resistance arm. الخطوة الثانية بحط تحت كل symbol الرقم أو الفاليو المقابلة ليها. effort force here it will be 250 newton. by effort force arm it will be 3 meters equal resistance which is 150 newton by resistance arm اللي انا لسه عايز اجيبها مش موجوده عندي، هي الديماند هير او المطلوب هير. okay, so the resistance force arm will be that resistance force arm equal، باخد السايد الكامل كله يعني المنطقه او الجنب اللي فيه كده ارقام جاهزه كلها، 250 by 3 divide 150. by calculating or by using calculator, 0 will be divided by 0. divide 5 equal 3, divide 5 equal 5 by 3, so it will be 5 meter. It will be 5 meter.
All right, Mr. Nether, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for this episode, so I'd like to thank you very much for this interesting review. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
So that brings us to the end of this episode, dear students of the 6th elementary grade. We've had a review on Unit 1, Force and Motion. We've talked about the types of levers and also the law of levers, and we'll be carrying on with our review on our next episode next Thursday, so don't miss it. Until we meet you again, we wish you all the best. Goodbye and good luck.